Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I hope you're all keeping well. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. If you're new, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. So yeah, it has been absolutely ages since my last update for my Pan and Every eyeshadow palette series. The last one was in January. I just cannot believe it. Obviously it's now the beginning of May, and as you can see, if you just click in for those videos and none of my others, I have moved house. I'm now up in Scotland in the process of unpacking. I think there was evidence of a box there, but I've pretty much, I think I've got most things unpacked now from like my makeup type things, but apparently there was a few things that are AWOL as we will find out as I go through this video. So the reason I do this series is just to try and work my way through all of my eyeshadow palettes. I have got quite a lot, but I have really reduced my numbers over the last few years, which I'm really proud of and happy with. Obviously I don't expect everyone to have this amount of makeup. I have obviously done YouTube for quite a long time. I've done lots of unboxing videos. I've been given lots of products to review as well. So I am aware this is not a normal amount of makeup, which is why I'm trying to like work my way through it. So yeah, basically in these videos, I'm working on 5 palettes at once, which are being randomized using a roulette wheel sort of picker. I use Wheel of Names. So everything's put in there and I just spin the wheels on all the palettes which don't have pans in. I think I've got 32 palettes without pans. Yeah, 32 palettes without any pans in. And then yeah, I'm working on 5 palettes at any time. As soon as I hit pan in that palette, then I can roll it out and then select a new palette to work on. Or if I decide that I'm just not loving it, I can either like declutter the palette, which I have done, or I might just think I've had enough of working on this for now. I'm going to pack it away and it will stay in the wheel for another time, and then I'll work on it at a future date. So there's 5 of those, but obviously I've got quite a lot of palettes now that I have hit pan in as well. So I don't want them to be neglected. So I have just recently started spinning the wheel on all of my palettes so that they can then be rolled in just for 1 month, get a little bit extra love on them, then roll them back out. And then I also just select myself a face palette to work on just to help me rotate through all of my products as well. And again, I don't have to hit pan on the face palette. It's just to sort of work on it for a month, decide, do I still like it, do I not, you know, and it just sort of gives me a little bit of just a little bit of creative freedom, just to sort of pick something else that I want. I select the actual pans that I work on. Maybe in the future we might do a where I sort of like randomly select the actual pan, but for the time being, until I've hit pan in everything, we're just going to be going with it as we're doing now. So yeah, I hope you really enjoy my update. Let's get on to the palettes that I've been working on since January. Now, a lot of these have actually been packed away. All my stuff went into storage whilst we were moving, just because we're moving from England to Scotland. So yeah, we'd sold our house, everything went into storage, we got moved up here, there was a bit of a wait until we could get our furniture and things delivered up, and then we got all of my belongings here. So I'm still like unboxing everything and sort of finding out where things live. We've got lots to do. So we had the 5 palettes I was working on, plus the 6th, plus the face palette were rolling over. I had this Charlotte Tilbury Celestial Pearl palette. I had my Urban Decay Stone Vibes palette, which seems to be missing. So it must be in a box somewhere that I haven't found. So there was that one. We had the Little Estate Quad, which was in Foxtrot. We had the Juvia's Place, the Rebel Honey, which was another quad. And then the I Heart Revolution Parental Advisory Explicit Content. So those were the 5 palettes. The bonus palette, which I'd already had a pan in, which I was working on, was the Laura Geller Cinnamon and Spice. And then the face palette was a 5 pan highlighter palette. Who was that by? I actually have just looked it up because I just looked at my last update. I'm going crackers. Anyway, I can't find that either. So, which is fine. So, let's have a look at the palettes which we were working on. Now, obviously, there was the Stern Vibes, which I cannot find. So we're going to have to roll a new palette for that. I've also hit pan in one of my palettes. I am in two of the palettes, and I'm decluttering two as well. So let's have a look at the ones I've hit pan in. So I have hit pan in this little Charlotte Tilbury quad. I got this in one of the Charlotte Tilbury mystery boxes. It was Celestial Pearl Luxury Palette of Pearls. And the shade I have hit pan in is, what does that say? Oh my goodness, I don't know. Anyway, it's according to this, it's number 4, which is a really weird way to do it, isn't it? Because you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's shade number 4 there. And as you can see, here we go. So it's this like golden shade, no surprise there. It's actually not a bad palette. It is, the formula's nice. You do get a little bit of like glitter fallout onto like your cheeks and things, but this is the one. So it's just a really pretty shade. I have also enjoyed using this sort of more bronzy shade here. Excuse my bank nail, I caught my finger in the door. And I have been working on this one too, which was also really pretty. So yeah, they were quite nice, but at least I have hit pan in it. So I am really, really happy with that. This little sort of like rosy gold colour is also really pretty. Not so keen on this one. It's like a bit of a holographic shade. Not really my thing, but I know like some people would like that. I just don't like the duochrome type things with like red in, for me personally. So yeah, we have finally hit pan in this. It's been in for a little while, so I'm really pleased to be rolling it out. I'm so excited to be working on some new palettes, I can't tell you. So let me just get rid of this off the back of my hand in case we need to swatch some other things. So yeah, that's the first palette I've hit pan in. The other one I've hit pan in was the I Heart Revolution Parental Advisory Explicit Content. And I just used this. It's quite a boring shade that I've hit pan on, but I've got a substantial pan and it was pretty easy to do. I just used it more really to sort of set my lid. However, it's actually a really pretty palette. I did think potentially that this might have been one that I'd have decluttered, but I really enjoyed using it. I have used a few of these other colours for like transition shades and things, and you can see here I've used quite a bit of this one as well. So no, it was a really pretty palette, so I'm really pleased to have had it. And I like the fact that they've got like sort of several different toned ones that you could potentially use as lid setters, and then like some like varying different shades for transitions and whatnot, or like your crease with a few little pops of colour. So yeah, it was quite a pretty palette in the end, and the formula was not bad. So I was really, really pleasantly surprised. So that's those two there. Then obviously I've misplaced my Stone Vibes. So the two that I'm going to be decluttering is the Foxtrot from Estate. I got 3 little quads from Estate in, I think I got it in Discovered Beauty, and I've decluttered one of them already. This is the second one I've decluttered. I have got a third one, so it'd be really interesting. They're just kind of like, I'm not feeling it. So these are the shades, and I should have really liked them, but so I thought I'd like this bronzy one, and it kind of looks okay until it's just, I just don't know what it was. I think on the eye it didn't look very nice, and I don't know, I think it was just like the base colour under it, and then also like the khaki, I thought I'd like that, and it just looked a bit mucky on me. I just wasn't really a fan, so I'm just not going to keep it for the sake of trying to make it work. The matte was, I don't know, I just didn't like it. Sometimes you can't really put your finger on it. So I'm happy to declutter it. I have tried it. It's just a bit of a shame, really. I don't like decluttering, but I don't know, my niece might want it or something, potentially. But yeah, so that one is going to be going. And then I'm really disappointed with this Juvia's Place. It's my only Juvia's Place palette I've got. It's in the Rebel Honey, and I think it's just all in the wrong shades, and they're massive pans. And it's just too orange for me, really. And again, I just thought I'd be able to make it work. I have tried, but I'm just not a fan. So the shimmer is this one. Is just too golden for me. Not a fan. And then again, these are just too mustardy. They're so smooth. The formula is really, really smooth, but it's just not my kind of, it's just not my cup of tea. So again, it's a real shame. But yeah, that's the whole point of this project, is for me to rotate through my stuff, see what I like, what I don't like, and then just sort of go from there, really. But so yeah, it's just not for me, which is a pity. I'll just get these swatches off as well, just for when we roll in the new things. Hopefully we can get a bit of something fabulous. I really want to get to the point where, like, the makeup I've got is the makeup that I love. I don't need a massive like collection. I just need stuff that I enjoy using and that I know suits me, and like the formula's good, and you know what I mean, just stuff like that. So I'm getting to the stage where that to me is far more important than quantity. So the one that I'd rolled it in, which already had a pan, obviously I've only used it a little bit because then it was packed away, but I really enjoyed this. I got this palette from FabFitFun. I am thinking about resubscribing to FabFitFun now that I'm here and settled. Let me know if any of you get it. I've had some really nice products actually out of it, so I am considering getting that maybe when like the summer boxes are coming out. I'll need to check what the dates are for picking, so that then I can get in and get it, and you know, and sort of sign up for the year. So yeah, this is the cinnamon and spice, and it's just a really pretty palette. I've had quite a bit of use out of it, and it had already been rolled in with this pan, so I've got no new pans. I do think had I had this out for the full time, I'd have probably hit pan in another, but they've got some really lovely shades, and these mattes are gorgeous. They're really lovely. Like this one is just really nice, and also I really sort of like this more sort of like sandy one, and they're just lovely transition shades, really nice. The shimmers are lovely as well. This is quite a nice sort of like rosy gold, just lovely. Yeah, so we'll put that back into my collection. Happy to keep it. It was nice just to play with it for a little bit. Obviously I haven't got my highlighter palette. I think it was one that I got from GLOSSYBOX, or Look Fantastic, I think. And it was is it Profusion? I can't remember, but anyway, it was fine. Okay, so it just means that we've got 5. Oh my gosh, we've got literally a clean sweep. What a great way to start in the house. So I'm going to be picking 5 eyeshadow palettes, which I need to hit pan in, 1 palette that I just need to play with for the month, and then 1 face palette to play with the month. That is really good. I'm dead excited. Okay, so I've got my wheel of names here. So let's roll the 5 palettes. So this is one where I've got, like, as you can see, it says pan in every palette, no pans hit. So let's get spinning. So the first palette we're going to be working on is, hopefully I can find all of these. Where are we? So, oh, it's the Memi Creative Control. That is just here. Okay, got that one. Excellent. And then next one is, I think that Memi Creative Control is quite a nudie, like sort of one that I'll probably like. We've got Zuri by Zanzi. Did I not declutter that? Have I not removed this? Or is it down here? I'm just going to pause you and get that. I've still got it. We'll have a little look at that. I'm sure I had that I had that rolled before, and I'm not sure if I was a fan. I can't remember. Okay, so that's 2. Let's roll another. And we have got You Star Boho Glam Hippie. I think, oh, what do I think? Was I thinking that was from 9 pans? I'm going to pause you again. I'm going to go find it. I have found it. I was wondering if it was actually one that I'd got from Temu, but it isn't. Here we go. So we've got that. So that's 3. Just to show you we're still on that screen. I'm not cheating. I always think, oh, they'll think I'm just fixing it. I'm really not. But at least we've got quite a few we've not had for a while. So that's 3, isn't it? So the 4th one is Revolution Revaholic Metallics. Good. I'm glad I've got this one because I've got quite a few from Revolution, and I like this style, and I just need to get them tried and just make a decision on whether we're going to be keeping them or not. Okay, and then the 5th one for this, I can't believe we've got like a full clean suite to start again with. It's quite nice just to have like a full refresh. So our last one is, oh my gosh, fantastic, Beauty Bay Origin. This has never come up. It is a huge palette. I bought it ages ago. Where is it? I'm going to pause it. It must be in this drawer because it's quite a big palette. I'm back. Oh, I bought this so long ago from Beauty Bay. So I'm really excited. You can see I've literally hardly used it. What a fabulous palette to use. And like the idea of these, I really like the concept of them, was that you're meant to be able to choose one column and work through it. Actually, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get the rest of the palettes first and then we'll go on about it. But yeah, I'm really excited to have pulled that out, get a little bit of use. I mean, it's massive, but at least it's going to get a bit of use. So that's for 5 palettes there. So we just need to now select one that I've already worked on in the past that has a pan. So let me open that up and open, and it says, it's a bit slow. So it's, yeah, pan in every eyeshadow palette. That's the one I need. So we've got, how many eyeshadows we're picking from? 72 eyeshadow palettes. So this is everything. I'm not sure if I've chosen ones that I've got pans in already. Have I got one that I can choose from there? Let's have a look. I'm not sure if I've already got one which has got pans in. No, I haven't. So yeah, we'll just go down there and we'll just select any old palette, hopefully one that's got pans in. We've got, and hopefully not one that we've already got here. Oh my gosh, what's the chances? Beauty Bay Origin. Okay, now if this starts being silly, then we will I will pause you and I'll keep spinning until I get it. We've got Bella Pierre Brown Eyed Girl. That has got a pan in already, so good, that's worked out well. It nearly stopped on the Beauty Bay again, which would have been a bit of a disaster. This is just a little one in here. Again, let me pause you whilst I get it. I've got that, and I've also picked a face palette as well, which we'll have a chat about. Okay, so let's have a look through the eyeshadow palettes first, and we'll see what they're all like. So we've got here the Memi, which is the Creative Control. So this is a 12 pan palette, very reflective. Hello. Super reflective. And it's got really nice shades. I've used it slightly. It's had a little bit of use. So there's a nice mix, actually, some cool tone and some warmer ones. So I do think this is going to be a nice one to try. See what the formula's like. There is a nice one which we can use as, it's so reflective, I'm sorry, to set the lids if we want to. But there's also a nice mix of some shimmers as well. So what does this, so that feels really soft. That's one we could use as potential lid setter. It's quite light, which is nice. It's also got, this one looks nice in the shade Feeling Myself. So again, that would be a really nice kind of like transition. I kind of like those types. And then as far as shimmer goes, this one looks quite nice here. Feel a little bit chunky. But oh gosh, wow, they're really pigmented. So yeah, I think we'll have some fun with that. I'm looking forward to that. I'm really pleased. That's one of my palettes. Now, these are in order that they were drawn. So we've got the Revolution metallics. Now I've got loads of these. I had like the metallics, I've got a glitter one, I had a matte one, there was some brights or something like that, lots of colours, and I just got them like in a big pack, like in a vault. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see what they're like. I mean, they look like it should be like kind of like my colours. I like this kind of like rose gold one here. They don't feel bad, to be fair. So that's quite a nice colour actually. They're all shimmers, as you'd imagine. Well, you know, metallics. So I'm going to give that a good go. Hopefully we can hit pan. I think I can just continue working on this unless I absolutely hate the formula. But to be honest, it doesn't feel bad. We'll see how well that lasts. But yeah, they're my type of shades as well. So yeah, I quite like that. Nothing too scary. Okay, let's see what's in this U Star. Again, I think this one was from Discovered Beauty. Boho Glam 01 Hippie Chick. So there's 4 shimmer eyeshadows, 4 eyeshadows, 1 glitter cream. Okay, so that's the back, cruelty free. Oh, I've not used this. So again, nice warm toned, and I should just get on well with this at all. So obviously the cream one's in the middle there with the glitter, but it looks quite a nice palette. This one, that's this shade here. That's, oh, it's quite pretty. Is that like a, oh, it is a matte. I wasn't sure if it was a satin. And then let's maybe try, I'm so boring. I'm going to just try this one here just to see what that's like. And let's pop that there. So again, not bad. And let's try this one. And running out of space. So again, these look really nice. I've done really well with my selection, but you can see why I'm really wanting to work through my palettes, because there's nothing very different with the colours and things between these. So I really need to sort of start working out which formulas I like, what I don't like, because there's nothing different about it. Some people probably think, oh, they're all very samey and very boring, but it's kind of like, at the end of the day, these are the kind of shades that I like and I feel comfortable wearing. So I'm quite happy with that. We've now got, what's that, 3 there. So we've got the Zuri by Zanzi. This is the one I've got a feeling that I was going to declutter before. Let's have a little look here. Yeah, so I'm going to give it one more go. But I've got a feeling I was meant to declutter this. But we'll have a look and see. I mean, I've gotten a little bit there. Is that just as, that's super soft. I could probably hit pan in that really quickly. That looks quite nice. But it's some weird colours, aren't there? We'll give it a go and see. What's this like? Don't know if it'll be a bit patchy. We'll have a look, try it out. That's all we can do. But there's some really nice, like, fun colours as well. Maybe I just need to be a little bit bolder, have a play and see. So we shall give it a go. Very excited to have the Beauty Bay Origin palette. So yeah, they brought loads of these out, and I think they still do them. I haven't been on Beauty Bay in the longest time. If I can find links to any of these, I will link them all in the description box down below. So yeah, whilst they're massive palettes, I'm going off big palettes now. I do prefer like a little more compact palette, but the concept behind these was so clever, because basically you're meant to be able to, I mean, you probably all know this anyway, but if you don't, you're meant to be able to use a full column, and that would create your look. So if you look, you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so you can create 7 looks, but obviously you just pick and choose what you want to do. And the idea was that the top one was your base, the second one was your transition, the third's your crease, your fourth's your liner, the fifth one's the pop of colour, and then you've got your highlight shade as well. So you just sort of work your way down, and the colours were all meant to go together. It might be quite interesting for me to, do you know, if I get time, it'd be quite fun to try and create the looks that they've put together. If I do get time, or if I do any of them, I'll take a photo of it or a little video and insert it on my update, and we can talk about it then, how they've worked. But there are a lot of shades in here I should like. So So we shall see how it goes. So let me know what you think to the Beauty Bay formula and things like that. I just honestly, I haven't really got an opinion. I just don't know. Let's try a couple here. So this one I seem to have gone into before. My go-to. Oh, they feel, gosh, very soft. Again, they'll probably be quick to pan. Feels nice. Mattes, let's just try this one. Let's try this one here. Again, they feel really soft. I don't know if they're going to be very powdery. I don't feel like it. I think, yeah, we'll give this a really good go. Again, just a very like warm tone, very like me palette. But at least I've got palettes that I can give a fair go to, and I think that I'll really work hard at hitting pan. Sometimes in this project, I really struggle with some of the palettes that I have. So I'm just really pleased that it's things that I know that I'll use. Right, the one that we rolled in that we've used before and I've already got a pan in is the Bella Pierre Brown Eyed Girl. It's got 4 pressed eyeshadow palettes in pearls, cherry brown, rose gold and chocolate. And here we go. Have I got pan? It says I've got the smallest pan in this one. I think it's hard to see now because the dust has probably gone over it, like the powder, but yeah, that's got a pan in there. This glitter, I'm not a massive fan of glitter. I just think you've got to be very careful with your eyes. But having said that, will I get, it's the wrong time of year, isn't it, for that? So we won't be working on that. I will maybe try like this highlight shade here, this like paler one. That look, wow. Okay, wowzers. Okay, we'll try that. I'll get a bit more love out of this. Maybe expand this pan, work on this, but obviously I want to try and focus more on my new pan, like my new palettes that I've rolled in there. But there's definitely, you know, it's kind of like nice, isn't it? So we shall see. And then the face palette that I've rolled in, this really probably needs to be decluttered. I've had it for ages. It's from the Balm. How about them apples? It just reminds me of the old Ladybird books. This is a lip and cheek cream palette. It's really lovely, but I think I brought this in years ago to try and do in a pan as a cream project pan to try and get rid of it, but it hasn't had a lot of use. But I do like cream blushes more, so this is why I've pulled it out, and it's like summer, so it's a good time to try and use it. And if I don't use it now, I probably need to declutter it, although it just looks so lovely. And there you go, some half naked cowboys for you for your viewing pleasure. I think oh my gosh, there was a Project Pan there. She's not on YouTube anymore, I am sure, or somebody did. Who Project Pan this and actually emptied it all together? Was it Rach? Remember she did also the oh, I've got the palette here. I'm sure it's the same person that did the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I was just looking to try and remember what the name of it was. And she totally panned the whole Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm sure she did this as well. If not, I've got it mistaken and somebody else did this. But I know someone did pan the whole palette of this once. But yeah, we'll give it a go and see. I mean, a couple of them haven't even been used at all. This all looks quite pretty, this peachy one. So yeah, we'll give it a go. Smells okay, but I mean, it's probably well off, but we'll see. Right, gosh, that's quite a long video, guys. That is everything for today. I will be back at the beginning of June with my update. I'm going to try and make sure that I'm on every single month. I'm going to write myself a schedule out, a filming schedule for all my project pans and other videos, and just try and stick to it and have a bit of a just something, a guide I can follow for filming, because I get so distracted and I forget and time passes me by. But yeah, I've been desperately wanting to try some new palettes and just some different shades and things, so I'm really excited to have all these new ones to play with. So I hope you've enjoyed my update. If you're doing something similar, do let me know. But take care for now. I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye for now.